Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Jackson. I'm with Midmo L5P. Today we are going to be looking at my 2018 Duramax that is throwing a glow plug code. It's cylinder number 1, and it's preventing me from remote starting my truck, and that's starting to really bother me. So we're going to take it to the shop, get the old glow plug out and the new one in, and hopefully get rid of our codes. These are some of the codes that I'm getting. They're all the same. 671 and then a 6C5. So it was cylinder number 1 that was giving us the most trouble. Had to turn my microphone off because the shop was getting pretty loud. But this is the glow plug that we pulled out. It was an 8mm, and then you need a 10mm deep socket. As you could see there, the tip was pretty gnarly, so that's probably the reason why I was throwing those codes. Here on screen is the actual part number for the new glow plug. It's going to be a 68G plug. It's going to be different than what you pulled out, so don't freak out. And here is the part number for the DMAX Store reamer. As you can see, the reamer that I'm going to be using, I'm going to lightly put grease on the tip, and we're just going to ream the hole out so it's nice and clean. So just a disclaimer before you put this thing in here. Do not put this in here if this tip looks questionable at all. The first one that I bought, the tip actually came out with this little styrofoam. Here's a picture on screen of the first plug that I received. As you can see, the tip just freely came out of the plug itself. So you hear about this happening all the time on forums and groups, and don't get me wrong, it's not as common as it seems. You got to think these people are just mainly going to post the bad things that have happened to them and rant. And don't get me wrong, this is a very valid fear. I was very scared to do this job. I was afraid that a tip would break off. So I'm glad I caught this up front. So just make sure that whenever you do receive your glow plug, that you really give it a good once over and inspect it. Make sure it's not damaged. Do not put a damaged or questionable plug in your truck. I mean, it's just not worth the risk. So luckily I didn't take the old one out yet. So I ordered this one, and this one seems intact. I've already checked it. So we'll be proceeding with putting it in. So what I'm doing here is just lightly reaming this hole to get the soot out. So that way we're not side loading the new plug when it goes in. This is what I managed to pull out of it. Focus there. I'm going to do it a couple more times, see how much I can actually get out of it. But there's quite a lot of buildup. So I'm going to pause here and put a line on where realistically the soot should kind of stop at. I didn't have the reamer all the way in the hole. It's not going to go in super smooth at first, but don't be afraid to give it a little bit of pressure putting it in and out. Make sure to always rotate it while you're going in. But after I got done doing that a couple of times, it started getting deeper into the hole and actually pulling out a lot more than just what I was showing there at that tip. I'm going to keep at it and try to get it as clean as possible before putting this new one in. So I used the reamer, and this is about what I got off of it. I used it about 3 or 4 times and got most of it out. So I'm going to get the new glow plug ready to get put back in, and then we'll start it up. Okay, so the new glow plug's in. I just lightly hand put it in there. Just be very fragile when you're putting it in, and then we should be good to tighten it down. And reminder, this doesn't need to get tightened down all to hell, so just snug. I think the factory torque spec is 13 foot-pounds, so I'm going to double check that and post it on the screen if I'm wrong, but yeah, we're going to go ahead and get this all nice and snug and plug back in. Truck's running good. We got her all buttoned up. No knocking, obviously, so that's a good thing. No codes either. Remote started up just fine. We're looking good. We're looking in the clear here. If you guys made it to the end, thank you. I appreciate it. This is the first video of the channel. We're going to be doing a steering stabilizer and pisc kit next on this truck because my steering is less than optimal. As you can see, I've got questionable play. Well, you can't really notice it at a standstill, but when you're driving it's just, it wanders and it's annoying because the previous owner put bigger tires on here. So we're going to be doing that. That should be here this weekend, and I'll get a couple videos of it going, and then we're going to start doing a lot of stuff to this truck. The T&D's already been done to it. I did that 3 weeks ago. As for now, this fix has been done, and we're going to start moving on to bigger things. So I appreciate you guys watching to the end, and catch y'all later.